So I ended up in the second group on the road, and of about 16 riders. I think you just whittled down to that. There was more than that, but there's a couple of A riders in this group that have been pushing the pace, trying to split the group up, and it ended up with just about 16 riders left. And one of the A riders, Dorado, he keeps going up to the front, pushing the pace hard. Not really attacking. I think he attacked a couple of times, but just picking up the pace, testing the other riders in the group, see what they're doing. I'm not too concerned. I have confidence that I could catch him. Now, I don't really know what kind of energy he has, but I don't think with 3 miles to go, I don't think he can make it to the finish on his own. Although, I don't know if these C riders can actually chase an A rider down. So I would probably have to do it myself, but I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he's not really going to attack pretty hard. So I'm keeping an eye on his watts. He's doing good, 4.7, 4.4, but these other riders just kind of sit in his draft, and I'm sitting at the back, just trying to conserve energy and keeping an eye on him, and again keeping my fingers crossed that he doesn't attack, because I would have to do all the chasing. Let's fast forward through here. Not much was going on. So the A rider has been sitting at the front for the last mile, just riding along, almost 4 watts per kilo. And we finally catch him with 2.8 miles to go. I don't think he was pushing that hard. The group didn't really work hard to catch him. I guess they were confident that they were going to catch him, and I just wanted to keep that 1 to 2 second gap, and I was okay with it. So with 2.7 miles to go, the group is back together again. We're just cruising again. Everybody's kind of getting their legs ready for the final sprint. Now, I don't know. I know I don't have a sprint, so right at this point, again, I'm hoping that A rider is still. Again, he's up at the front, but I'm hoping he doesn't attack, because again, I'm gonna have to do the chasing. But I know I'm gonna attack, and my plan is to do it with about 1.5 miles to go. Just catch everybody by surprise and let that gap form, because nobody thinks that you can last a full 1.5 miles to the finish on your own with a big group like this. Let's fast forward to this part too. Nope, nothing much going on through here either. Okay, so here we are, 1.9 miles to go. Everybody's kind of getting nervous. They're winding up their speed, and there's another A rider up well, he's not an A rider, but they're beginning to push the pace. The other A riders are kind of sitting in the back, conserving their energy. My plan is to attack with about 1.5 miles to go, and I'm hoping nobody else beats me to it, because I don't want to be the one chasing. So I don't have a sprint. I can't let this come down to a sprint. And here we go. I found myself at the front. We're going up this little climb, so I'm going to let these guys kind of get around me. I'm going to just stay up close to the front, but not quite at the front. Just sit in the draft, wait for this top of the climb. And they're pushing pretty hard. We're doing 300 plus watts, so I know everybody's kind of scrambling. These are C riders, so I know their heart rates are pretty high. But here we go. We're at the top of the climb, roughly, about 2% only, but we made it up the steep climb, and this is the point. This is where I need to attack. 1.3 miles to go, and here I go. Boom. I lay it down, and I'm hoping I can get a little gap. Right now, nobody's doing anything. There's one guy that sees me take off. His watts went up a little bit, but nobody's doing anything. And now I got 1 second, 2 seconds, and 3 seconds now. And I got it. That's a pretty decent gap. And nobody's doing anything, and now they're figuring it out. So their watts per kilo are going up pretty good, trying to chase me down. Now I still have 1.1 mile to go. So, but I have a 7 second gap now, and now they figured it out. So they're pushing hard. They're pushing hard. But I'm maintaining that high 4 watts per kilo, 5 watts per kilo, and I've already done 6 or 7 watts per kilo initially when I attacked. So I need to slow down because I don't have that much power to last. I can last the 7 watts per kilo that far. But now I'm hoping this gap that I got is gonna last. So I'm just pushing. And the other A rider, Dorado, that was been pushing the pace throughout the race, he's figuring out. He's doing 11 watts per kilo, chasing. I mean, he says, "Uh-oh." So he's going at it. He went around, but I think he's pushing those high watts per kilo just so he can drop the riders that were with him. But he made good time on me. He's doing 8.6. He's trying to get back on my reel hard. And with half a mile to go, I'm thinking he may have a chance, but I'm not gonna give up until I cross that finish line. So I'm pushing hard, and he's 5 seconds now. he's keeping it up. The other A rider, he's on his wheel. Well, he's got a gap of about 4 seconds, but those two are pushing hard, trying to get back to me. 0.3 miles to go. The gap is still at 3 seconds. And only one rider left, so it's mano a mano, 3 seconds apart, and it looks like he's just staying there. He's putting more watts per kilo than I am, but I don't know how much he weighs, so I could be putting out more absolute power. So because that gap is not coming back down, he's just sitting at 3 watts per kilo. Now I'm getting confident. Less than 0.1 miles to go, and I think it's all over. Now I know I'm going to cross the line ahead of this guy. I'm not going to get caught. And boom, done. And that's how it was done without a sprint. Now, if I let it down to a sprint, there's no way in hell I would have managed to. I probably would have finished last out of this whole pack. So that's kind of my strategy for the non-sprinter. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.
These escudos. Alright, I think that's all of them. Let's see again.